1 second. Let me sound test myself. Hello? Oh no, the PlayStation's too loud. It's like a jet sound. It's an absolute jet. Yeah, well, I hope it's not that annoying. I think drivers can hear me, so I hope that's not that big of an inconvenience. So I can't do... Yeah. Yeah, the like the peep sounds are like the PlayStation. Can't do anything about it. It's like it's really old, and you know, like PlayStations, they do annoying sounds when they like grow old, I guess. I mean, it's something that's present on all of the streams, so I cannot do anything about it. It's been like this for years. So I don't know if that's annoying. Like, well, yeah, as I said, I can't do anything about it. So yeah. Well, anyway, shall we get started? Looks like we are in qualifying, and it's already over, because these times are soft condition tires. So there's no improvement to be made on the wets, well, the inters in this case. As Yashin has taken pole position. And well, it looks like we are looking at the current qualifying positions. So that is the grid we're gonna have. Just wait till Kappa finishes his last lap. He's getting some practice. Might be useful for the race if it rains. Wait, can you hear the game? The race if it rains. Wait, can you hear the game? The race. I don't know. Okay, now I can hear the game. Now, okay, that's much better. Well, that's qualifying for today. It's Jason McLaren taking pole position with Timmy Bronan, both Aston Martins hunting down the McLaren. Then we got 4 Finnish drivers in Ansaviki, Jarmo, Kappa, and then we got 2 more down below. But before them, there's another Kappa, Terje Kappa, I believe. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. Client, is that client? Like client? Okay, I don't know. There's I don't think we have a formation lap, so we're gonna get straight going, I believe. So that's when the commentary gets interesting. So I've been resting my voice for this moment. But I mean, it's not really showing anything. And we are apparently waiting on someone. Still waiting on someone. So I guess someone has not the best Wi-Fi. Well, at least that's what I think. So we are apparently waiting on Jarmo, so speed up, guy. We don't have all day of things to do, places to be. Oh, looks like he's joining now. So we might be on for a start soon enough. Not so sure. Still waiting. Okay. Well, we're still apparently waiting. So it's time to play the patience game. Isn't there like a limit on the time you can wait? I don't know. There has to be a timer of some kind, because we cannot be like waiting forever. We're apparently still waiting. I don't know if we're gonna restart the lobby or something. Oh, nope. Looks like we're getting in the way without Dormo, I think. We're not sure. It's lights out and away we go, and somehow Ansa is on the pole position place now. Well, that's deeply confusing. Looks like, oh, well, there's two people ghosted? Why is there people ghosted? I'm confused. Is contact allowed? Oh, I mean, looks like there is. It is, although everyone looks ghosted to me. Well, I'm gonna try and activate some stuff. Okay, we're gonna. Seems like it's okay now. After a bit of a confusing start, looks like everyone is on the right place now. And Yashin has got a brilliant start, but both Aston Martins chasing him from behind. Ansta now making a move on Ronan, the second Aston Martin. Moving up now to the podium places. A lot of fighting going on. Difficult to have an eye on everything, but we're gonna stick with the fight for the lead. as it's now looking like Timmy is gonna make a good run on the McLaren here. He's really close, not spending that ERS. Good management for now. Looks like he has a bit more than his opponent in first place. Maybe that could be a difference. Oh, there's been an incident on the back. It's like the Williams of Zontuzi has collided with Asmatirisi. Oh, there's DNF. Where? I don't know. Oh, there is. I believe there was a hash in the wall. I'm not sure if that's a self crash or anything, but he's left the game pretty quick. So now 13 drivers left, and same two are fighting for the lead. These are the possible strategies. Looks like the most optimal strategy is a soft to medium compound strategy. Now the ERS is allowed. Still really close fighting here, so now the ERS could make a big difference. The team is still right behind, but he cannot stay so confident because Ansa is right behind, so he's gonna have to check his mirrors as well. And Yashin potentially in big trouble as he has two fast drivers fighting from behind, and something must have gone wrong for the Aston Martin, because Ansa has just breezed past in a place where you don't really see overtakes in Hungary. Maybe something went wrong. We're gonna jump on board with Ansa now, 6 tenths behind the leader. And he's right behind. He's gonna have to stick it and maintain that DRS spot, because if he doesn't, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble from behind, because the two Aston Martins still haven't said their last words just yet. Now first round of DRS. Let's see if Ansa can make any work of it. He is really close to the McLaren behind. I'm sorry, the McLaren in the lead. Looks like it won't be on this lap. Still, any little mistake from the McLaren is going to result in an overtake from the Alfa Romeo behind, and maybe some action from the Aston Martins, or also right behind Yashin and Ansa. We're gonna have a look at also. Oh, there's a yellow flag. Let's see, and looks like the Williams has spun again, or maybe collided with the Red Bull in some way. Not best race for Zontuzi. And also there's a little group, also the other McLaren also being chased by a Ferrari and a Red Bull. And there's two packs, honestly. The race is divided on two groups. The leading group, which is led by a McLaren, and then the middle group, I should say, also led by a McLaren. But that lead could change very quickly as the as Alfa Romeo is making the move down the inside. And it looks he's gonna make it count, because he's got the DRS. He's gonna breeze past, and there's nothing Yashin can do about it. And now the Aston Martins also want to get involved, as Timmy is also really close to the McLaren. Now we're gonna see if Ansa can breeze past and show the pace, if he has any. So it's gonna be interesting to see what can these drivers do. And there's another yellow flag. Oh, there's an incident, and it looks like Jarmo has spun or made a mistake on some kind, and he's now dropped out of the points, unfortunately, as I believe he was racing 6th. So that's gonna be a tough comeback to make. But for now, in the lead. Things haven't changed too much since I last checked. But the McLaren is gonna have the DRS, so it looks like the Aston Martin cannot. I keep confusing it. The Alfa Romeo cannot breeze past and get out of that DRS zone. But the Aston Martin is also really close to Yashin, so he's got to be careful from behind as well. Still 8/10, so I believe if Ansa has a great lap here, he could maybe get Yashin out of the DRS. And Jarno also speeding in the pit lane. Looks like he had to change the front wing or went for a risky strategy. Didn't pay off because now he's got a 5-second penalty. He's gonna have to serve at some point, and that does not help at all. And looks like we have another DNF. Looks like Basmatirisi has retired in the pit lane, and Yashin has picked up a 3-second penalty. That is not gonna make him any favors, as he's just being chased down by the Aston Martins, and also the Alfa Romeo has made up that 1-second gap, as you can see. So now it's gonna be a lot harder for Yashin to defend, because he's got no DRS and he's got a 3-second penalty. And looks like he is going to struggle because Timmy is right behind him. And he's looking to take that second place. I mean, technically, if he can last like the whole race behind, he's gonna win it because of the penalty. But I believe he wants to overtake the McLaren as soon as possible and then chase down for the lead of the race. That it's not that far away. It's only like 1.4 seconds. So and Ronan has picked up a penalty. One of the Aston Martins also struggling with the track limits. So now he's not going to take advantage of that 3-second penalty that Yashin currently has. Timmy looks to be the one who can keep the car in track of these 3 drivers in particular. And maybe he's going to try and make a move on the McLaren. Maybe not quite. If he gets good traction from here, he could even try. Doesn't look like it. He's gonna stay behind just a bit more. Still really close. Let's check on the McLaren. Look at the ERS difference. There's a yellow flag a bit behind. Doesn't look to be very important for now. Let's see if the Aston Martin can get past the McLaren this lap. Looks like it, because he's really close. He's only 4/10 behind, half a second behind. The only problem is Timmy has used up a lot of his ERS, and Yashin has 76% remaining, in contrast to the 33% the Aston Martin has. So it's not going to be that easy to make the move and make it stick, because Yashin could very well be saving the battery for the straight to protect his position, and he's doing just that. Will it be enough though, as the Aston Martin is closing in dangerously? Could have been maybe try to make the move now. Let's lock in with the Aston Martin. He's really close, almost getting a bit too close. Still, he's maintaining a good margin to avoid any collisions. So it's respectable driving, keeping the distances cool. But anyway, anything could happen. As I predict, maybe we could be on for maybe the pit stops in like a few laps, maybe 5 laps. Would be enough to burn what's left of those soft tires and force the drivers to pit. Still, some could be saving, some could be opting for different strategies. And looks like Ansta is just driving away because he's 2.5 seconds ahead, and he's really proving to have the pace here. It looks like the Aston Martin is going to try to make the move. Teamy now around the outside of the McLaren. Still used up all of that ERS. Very good traction. Is it going to be enough though? He's going to try and make around the outside. It's not easy to make it past this point, but Justin gives the good space. Oh, and there's a bit of a spin, and he almost loses it. Oh, he collides with his teammate and smacks it into the wall, and that is tragedy for Timmy, as he went for fighting for P2 to now just completely destroyed his own race, and that is just so unlucky for him. Because, like, I don't know if Ronan could avoid it. Maybe he didn't see it coming. Maybe it's just a bit too optimistic of a move. But I mean, I cannot blame Timmy, because I would have done exactly the same. I would have just sent the car out the outside. But unfortunately, he couldn't handle the traction correctly and made a mistake, which caused him to spin and consequently be taken out by his teammate. And it looks like there's another collision. Yep. The Ferrari, Ruben and Vicky have collided. And this, I don't think they have much damage. They just lost time. And now Timmy's gonna have, without the front wing, now he's gonna have to enter the pits a bit earlier than he expected. And it's not looking good for these race chances. Well, you never know, anything could happen. Let's check on the front. Looks like the race has calmed down, because the drivers are really ahead from each other. Because Ansta just has no penalty. He's just calm, he's composed. And 3.7 seconds ahead with no penalties, and the drivers behind do have penalties. So it looks like the race is looking very good for him. Still, obviously you cannot count it done yet, because obviously anything could happen at any point. And now we're looking at like, oh, looks like the Ferrari has pitted now. Well, it also is like pit stop time, so it is ideal for these drivers to pit. Vicky now chasing the Ferrari. Could maybe try to make the move. I mean, he's quite far away, but with 2 DRS zones, you never know. Looks like he's gonna have to wait for now. And Vicky now right behind. Let me just check for a second. Looks like the AlphaTauri of Client is really close to the second McLaren, so he's going to try to make the move. As Kappa picks up a penalty, as he's on his fight with the cars around. Really close to the other one. And let's see, can the AlphaTauri make the move now on the McLaren? He's really close. So he might even try to make the overtake now. Just managing these last few corners. It's half a second separating the two drivers. as Bronan has opted to go to the pit lane and change for a new set of mediums, I believe. And now the AlphaTauri is really close. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. He's gonna send it down the inside. Here he goes. A bit of an optimistic move. And I don't know, if you ask me, I think that was a bit too optimistic. And there's been a collision between the two. And that's just not very good for both, because they've ruined their respective races. And look at this. Everyone is now packed up together. And well, it's not looking good for both of them, because they are in danger of losing more positions. So let's see. Like Yashin has now opted for the pit lane. And nicely gets off, calmly in second place, or maybe not, because it's gonna be close here. The Aston Martin performing an undercut, recto undercut de manual, performed by the Aston Martin. That is really good strategy, making his way past the McLaren. But he's still got a long way to go before he chases the Alfa Romeo on front. As he's gonna go. Nope, he's not gonna go to the pit lane. I mean, he might even go ahead, but I don't think he's gonna be able to hold that position, because, you know, he's on softs. Wait, has he pitted or no? Oh yeah, he has. Ron has pitted. And he's on the fastest lap. I don't know. I just really doubt he's gonna be able to make it to the end with these tires, because it's gonna be a struggle. Because I don't know, but the soft do not last that long. And I'm seeing some hate for Jarno in the chat. My guy is still keeping his cool in P6 with a 5-second penalty, and Timmy is about 5 seconds, so maybe he's gonna be able to hold that 6th position if he has the pace for it. Really depends. Oh, it looks like Ansa has now decided to go to the pit lane. Let's see what these drivers are gonna be able to do. Let's see how fast can they change the tires. And it's fast enough. The Aston Martin is gonna pull ahead, I believe, but the McLaren won't. So that's really good news for Ansta, because the Aston Martin is not going to be able to last the whole race with these tires. And even if he does, he's got a penalty. So Ansta is looking really good for the race victory. I don't know why Yasin just refuses to use his ERS. Like, he's 90%. He's just refusing to use the ERS at any costs. And well, I mean, I don't blame him. He's being safe, maybe too much. Let's check a bit down here. Timmy is closing in on Jarmo. He's now only 3.2 seconds, so he's gonna be fighting with him soon enough if he keeps his pace. Looks like the other Ferrari is struggling a bit more than his teammate now. Vicky has speed it. So let's see where that change of tires puts him. Gonna see, he's gonna, well, it's Vicky. Oh, the two AlphaTauris are fighting now. Vicky right in front of his teammate, won't be for long because he's gonna dive down the inside. The cold tires not helping Vicky at all, as Klein just yeets it down the inside, but it's not done yet because Vicky's gonna still try. And the two Aston Martins fighting for some points, and there's a spin. There's a spin. The oh, he's on the grass. Looks like the. Oh, is he stuck? No. Oh no, he's stuck. He's stuck on the curb. He cannot get out. And he's disqualified. He's disqualified. Oh, this is huge. No, the Aston Martin can move because he's stuck on the curb after the spin. Oh no, that is absolute tragedy. Look at this now, the two AlphaTauris are still fighting. Really close to each other. And now, officially, just by finishing the race, you get points. Because there's only 10 cars left, so just by finishing the race, you will get some sweet points. Better not bottle it into the wall. Just a recommendation for you guys. And Vicky gets a 3-second penalty. But still chasing his teammate. And it's really the only active fight at the moment. So we're gonna have a look at it as the two AlphaTauris keep on close to each other, so they could deliver some interesting fighting for the time being. Let's check. Still now DRS active. 119.6 of a lap. Now still chasing his teammate from behind. I don't believe there's any team orders going around, so I'm guessing the team is just gonna let them fight for now. As they are really so close to each other, and they are also close to the Red Bull in front, so maybe it could be turned into a three-way fight for the moment. Still not confirmed. As he's gonna try and dive down the inside, not quite, but Vicky is really close. He's gonna get him with the DRS, surely. There's no way he doesn't get him now. So we're gonna jump on board with Vicky, the second AlphaTauri, who's gonna try and make an overtake on his teammate Client. Now active DRS, pulls to the side, easy overtake. And now what's gonna happen on the braking zone? Switch path potential. Oh, they're so close. But unfortunately for the client, Vicky has that DRS, and there's nothing he can do for now. And oh, wait, I looked away for a second, and is there some spin or something? Wait, so, oh yeah, come on. I looked away from the screen just a second, and now the other Aston Martin spins. Oh man, I'm missing everything. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm missing a lot of the action because I'm stuck with this battle. And you know, there's 8 more cars, so there is action I'm missing, unfortunately. But now let's see if client can pull the Uno reverse on his teammate and make the move. We're gonna go on board with client. Now going for a wide setup. Trying for now. DRS active. He's gonna dive it down the inside. Here he goes again. Vicky giving some space. It's still very tight between the two AlphaTauris. Looks like Klein is gonna pull ahead for now, and Vicky has to stay behind for another lap. As he almost rams into the rear end of his teammate. And they're really close now. You cannot really overtake on this section of the track. So he's gonna try and stay close behind and wait for the DRS zone that's up next on the straight. So let's see. What can Vicky do now to get past his teammate once again? It's gonna be interesting. He's gonna try and make the same move. We're gonna check it out. Well, it doesn't really look like he's too close to make the move, but there's a Red Bull right there, so you never know what's gonna happen. And the Ferrari got a 3-second penalty, the Sergio Kappa, who's not made much noise, but is still up there on the front, storing that podium place for now, because the closest car he's got is 14 seconds behind. So I believe he's got that one. And Client also almost spins. Slight contact between the two AlphaTauris. The traction now for Vicky. He's gonna try and make the move down the inside. Not quite. Still side by side for the time being, and Vicky spins, and luckily he's not crashed into the wall. Resets on track, and team is gonna fly past and gain the position. So that's the end of the fight for the 6th place. That's the end of the war for AlphaTauri. But we still have 10 laps to go, because it's 35 laps in total. So we still have a long way to go. Not really much happening at the moment. Oh, and when I say that, oh, Timmy spun again, and he's given the place back to Vicky, and Jarmo has just collected 2 places out of nowhere. So it's gonna be interesting. I don't know if like he won, but he's definitely now like Jarmo's definitely safe now in that 7th position, unless he makes a mistake, which I don't know if he's gonna make. There's still plenty of race to go. And Klein has picked up a penalty for track limits. And Kappa again with another penalty. I'm gonna check how much worth of penalties each driver has. And there you go. That's for everyone to see. Whoa, there's a yellow flag over here. So I don't know what's going on at the moment. So it looks like most of the drivers have a penalty, except for Jarmo, Timmy, Aisanen, and Ansa. So it's gonna be interesting to see how those penalties play out. But here there's a battle for 5th place. And Timmy has DNF'd on the pit lane. I do not understand why, because he could have just like driven normally and he would have gotten like a point or two, so I don't know. Oh, there's a car going wide. That's the Red Bull of Kappa, who's given the place to Jarmo and Klein. Now Jarmo is gonna try and overtake the AlphaTauri. Whoa, there's a mistake now from the AlphaTauri, and Jarmo's just gonna breeze past with no problem. But it's not over yet, because Klein has got the ERS now. And a little bit of ERS, so he might be able to do something about it. Although it's unlikely, because he's a bit far away. And yeah, it looks like Jarmo is pulling away ever so slightly and getting really close to the McLaren in 4th place. So that's going to be a fight for the last couple of... Oh, there's a spin. And it's Client who spun, now giving the place back to his teammate. And the AlphaTauri war still continues. That's incredible. Wait, sorry, there's a... Well, Timmy has left the game, and looks like Jarmo has overtaken the McLaren. There's a bit happening, there's something weird happening. I'm trying to fix it because I cannot see the screen. It's turning black somehow. Okay, I think it's fixed now. I can see the screen again. Well, that was interesting. Nothing really changed. And everyone's just a bit distanced from each other. Okay, now it should be fixed. Okay, now it's back. Okay, really weird stuff. I mean, nothing really happening from now on. Like, looks like the McLaren is having some troubles and dropping a bit. Oh, there's a virtual safety car. I don't know why. What? Why is Jarmo without a front wing? What? Although, that's interesting. I was looking at the McLaren, I think. Okay. That's interesting. And it's over now. So, I mean, I know I'm not talking a lot, but race kinda got a bit boring. Oh no. Well, maybe not. Here's a fight. Oh, that's interesting. Here's a fight between the Red Bull and the AlphaTauri, but the Red Bull is just gonna fly past with those new softs. I don't know if those softs are new, but they look fast, so maybe they are new. But yeah, he's absolutely flying on those. And that's pretty much it for now. And looks like Vicky has also dropped the position to Jarmo, but Jarmo is gonna... He's gonna breeze past. Oh, what? What? How did Jarmo just fly past two people? I'm severely confused. I mean... What? Okay. That's interesting. I believe the McLaren is like... I believe the McLaren is like not on the game because he's getting passed by everyone. So we got 2 laps to go and there's not much happening at the moment. I mean, I think the McLaren has dropped some places. And I mean, Ansta has just been uncontested for the whole race. Really easy for him. He's just been dominant the whole race. Lap 33 out of 35. Trusting now, let's see what happens in lap 33. Like, it's gonna be like lap 33. Interesting number, 33 right there. Lap 33, qué interesting, pues sí, ¿qué quieres que te diga? La vuelta a 33, no sé, interesante. Well, let's see what's happening. ¿Cómo que 33? ¿Cómo? Ah, de verdad. Bueno, ya se ha acabado. 2 laps to go. Oh! There's a Ferrari who spun. That's interesting. Well, at least the other Ferrari is doing quite well. At least the Ferrari is doing quite well. No, he's done. Why do people like leave the game? Like, you're gonna score points. Why? There's 2. Why are we on lap 33 again? Oh no, we're on lap 34 again. Okay. Well, that's interesting. A bit of a mess up, and we have little to go before the last lap. And looks like finally all of this mess is coming to an end. After all of the DNFs and battles and just mess, it's been a mess. Not gonna lie. And there we go, last lap of the race. Ansta looks to win with a 19-second gap to second place. And now we're almost done with this. Looks like, is he gonna lap him? Is he gonna like lap the McLaren? Looks like it. He's about to lap the McLaren in 8th place. There he is, and almost there. Just a couple of corners to go, and effectively he's gonna lap the McLaren, and there we go. So, with a dominant performance, even lapping the 8th place finisher, Arnstad is gonna take easy victory here. Not very contested during the race, because he's been flying on his own ever since he overtook the McLaren. What a stunning performance, and we just gotta sit back and wait for second place. It's gonna be Yasin, who from pole tried his best, could manage a second place, and well, that's actually nice. That's a good result, considering he struggled a lot with the Aston Martins earlier in the race. And we're gonna have Sergio Kappa in third place with the Ferrari, with the new Monza livery, putting that Ferrari on the podium. And Jarmo, who has been called shit by the chat, is going to finish on fourth place, even making fun of Kappa, as he's gonna let him by, but the penalty is gonna cause him to give the place back. And now the war between the two AlphaTauris is gonna go to Vicky. And that's gonna be it for today's race. Very interesting, with a lot of collisions, mistakes and overtakes. A lot of cool battles. And that's going to be a victory selfie for the Alfa Romeo, who takes now victory in the Hungarian Grand Prix here in Tier 2 in ERS. As the champagne flies all over the podium, we come to an end for today's race. More tomorrow with Tier 1. And that's gonna be it for today's race. We have Ansa in first place, Yashin, Sergio Kappa, Jarmo Kappa, Vicky, Client, TV Isanen, I hope I said that right, Tor, Ruben, Timi, Basmatiri, Sonsui, Virusas, and Ronan, who was unfairly disqualified after an incident. And that's going to be it for today's race. I hope you had a blast. Not like the blast those drivers had while crashing in the wall. But anyway, that's going to be enough for today. And we have to say goodbye. Goodbye.